Hello, my beautiful Aquarians. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome back, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for all the views that you have given my videos. I really appreciate it. So this video will be posted on Friday, June 12th. I try to post all my new videos every Friday at 5 p.m. so they're ready and good to go for the weekend and the week ahead. But if the title grabbed you and it's not June 12th, that's perfectly okay. That means there's a message in here for you that was meant for you at the time that you found it. All right. Friday, June 12th is the day that the movie Disclosure Day is going to be released. So as you see this video around that time, I expect there's going to be a lot of chatter, a lot of talk, a lot of posts, a lot of YouTube videos about that movie. Would love to know your thoughts about it if you care to share. Okay, Sunday the 14th is a new moon in Gemini. So this new moon is a time to reset, right? Recharge. And also put out your intentions for the new cycle from the new moon to the full moon. So whatever your intentions are, Aquarius, for what you feel you want to accomplish or where you want to get to in the next 30 or so days, this is a good time to do that. Geminis are very gregarious, talkative, social, so you could feel kind of a surge of social energy, of wanting to be social, of wanting to have conversations, maybe even new conversations coming up. Okay, so for this week's reading, I am using the Soul's Journey Lesson Cards by James Van Praagh, as well as the main Oracle deck and my beautiful, wonderful Wizard of Oz Journey to Oz and Wonderland deck. That's why I have that t-shirt on. Okay, so let's see what you have from the Soul's Journey Lesson Cards. Forgiveness. I feel like this has come up for you before, but it could have been quite some time ago. Forgiveness is something that we all really need to embrace, right? Because when we forgive somebody, that doesn't mean that we're saying what they did was right or okay, but it helps us to grow and get beyond whatever the situation is. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So true. When we hold resentment and grief and can't think of the other words. When we hold something against another, a grudge, right? It blocks our flow. So we need to be mindful, and this is a message. If there's somebody that you need to forgive, maybe it's yourself, right? Sometimes we need to forgive ourselves for doing or saying something out of character or out of turn. I know last week I had a little thing at work where I was, a little on edge, and I wouldn't say blew up, but I kind of had some strong words regarding a situation that was financial for somebody, and I was upset with the company. But anyway, I had to forgive myself and move on, right? So I tried to leave it behind, but I did have, it makes your body just feel some kind of just uncomfortable way when we're angry or upset or holding a grudge. So let's remember going forward, whenever you see this video, to forgive yourself or others if you need to, if that fits, right? Only take what resonates. All right, I'm going to face the camera down and we're going to pull some tarot together. Okay, my lovelies. All right, I hope the weather is fine where you are. It's okay today here in Maine. We just had a week of 80-degree temps. And it's a little, it's cooled off a little bit. We may get some rain later as I'm recording this. Yeah. All right. June 12th and beyond for my beautiful, lovely Aquarians. What do we have for them? This deck today has been a little, it's been taking its time giving us the cards. It's been taking its time giving us the message. I do love the imagery on these cards. The Five of Wands, that's practicing, that's maybe light debate. Wands are action and passion. So fives are change. Five of Cups, 2 5s right off the bat. 5 of Cups. Oh my gosh. Three of Pentacles. So you got Wands, Cups, and Pentacles all coming out. Really? You're giving us the last three cards. Okay, all at once, the last three cards came out together. That's okay. I guess the deck was having a laugh like, oh, you said I'm being slow, so now let me give you all three. Okay, let's see. So, Five of Wands. So it looks like these flamingos are kind of practicing something, right? They're flying around. This person, what is... It looks like this person is connected to a flamingo. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, I can't tell. Croquet with the Queen. So Wands, action and passion, right? Fives, change. So something about your actions or what you're doing may need to change how you're doing it. And the Five of Wands can be practicing with other people who do the same thing that you do. So like me as a tarot reader, I follow a Facebook page that's tarot practice and study or something like that. And so I look at other people's input about it so that I can learn more. So it could be that whatever you're going to change, you may need to learn a little bit more about it, Aquarius, right? You may need to practice with another person who has that same kind of knowledge. Then you have the Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Cups can be not seeing what's right behind you because you're focusing on something you don't have. So you see this, I don't know why the camera won't focus. So it looks like, yeah, so the donkey turtle, I don't know which book that's from because The Wizard of Oz has several books. So there are some spilled cups right in front of him, but behind him, there's a full cup there and a full cup there, right? So this can be focusing on the wrong thing, right? Fives being change, you need to change what you're focusing on. So Five of Wands, practice, action, passion. Five of Cups, change your focus. Then you have the Three of Pentacles, Aquarius. So this is the threes are creation and collaboration. Pentacles are your money, time, effort, energy. So here, the Scarecrow, Lion, and Tin Man are devising a plan to rescue Dorothy, who's up here in the castle. So they're kind of keeping it under wraps, right? In this card, the depiction is they're down here, they're having a conversation, they're making a plan for Dorothy's rescue. So I would say, Aquarius, that if there's something that you're planning to do here, that you may want to keep it under wraps for a bit, right? Whoever you're collaborating with, you may want to just keep it in your little group for now. Yeah, I don't know. That message is, that's different, right? But these cards have so many different, there's a different energy to every tarot deck that I have, right? And next you have the Ace of Wands. New opportunity, action, passion, new opportunity for something you're passionate about. And that follows what we said about keeping something to yourself, right? Aces are new beginnings or new opportunities. Wands are really quick, right? So this is Glinda's wand. Isn't it a beautiful card? I love it. So something may come in, some offer or opportunity may come in really quickly, and you have to make a decision with your collaborators about what you're going to do. Are we going ahead with this? Are we going to do this, right? Then you have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is you. I always feel like the King of Swords is Aquarius energy. They have this pictured as the gnat. I don't know why. But anyway, this is, you are not mincing words. You're saying it just like it is, like it needs to be said, right? Your sword is a sword of truth. You are the truth teller. This is one who's really good at analyzing things, figuring things out, calculating things, which makes sense when we say you have this plan of collaboration, this opportunity comes through, and you get all your ducks in a row and you say, okay, this is how it's going to be. This is what the contract is going to look like. This is how we're doing it. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is choosing what you're going to use. I love this. So this is Annie M walking through the garden. She has a basket. She has a couple of baskets and she's like, well, do I want tomatoes? Do I want some pumpkins? What do I want? What kind of flowers am I going to pick? And you see these two white kitty cats here. Cats are very, they're very independent and they're very quiet about what they're doing. So this card ties in with what we got about that Three of Pentacles, that message we have about keeping things under wraps until you're ready to go forward with it, okay? So let's recap so far. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love, right? Then we had those two fives, the Five of Wands and the Five of Cups, right? Not crying over spilled milk, but changing your focus. Five of Wands, maybe practicing something, bouncing some ideas off somebody, but fives are definitely change. So you may have, why is this doing that? You may have a conversation with somebody as you're bouncing ideas around that changes what you're going to do, that changes how you see it. And then you're devising that plan that you're kind of keeping under wraps for now. That new opportunity comes in and you, as the King of Swords, are going to decide how it goes forward. You will decide which client it's going to be, which path it's going to be, which tools you're going to use, what the contract is going to look like, right? So you're going to be making that decision. Wow, Aquarius, I love it. And then from the main Oracle deck, you have number 47, which is 11. You are on the right path. 11 is a master number. It's a very mystical, powerful number. The chickadee is the main state bird, a bird as social as any bird could be. It is cheerful in its flock, fluttering about and relaying the talk of the town. So where we start off with this forgiveness card, we go through all of this, we end up with you being able to make that announcement, Aquarius. Whatever that announcement is, once you get through all these other stages of what this is going to be, then you're ready. You're ready to make the announcement. Wow. I would love to know what that is for you. What kind of announcement is it? What is it that you're planning? Oh man, I feel a lot of energy about this, that I feel a lot of excitement around whatever this is. This could be a new job, a marriage proposal, a wedding, an anniversary, some sort of big celebration, like a birthday celebration, but something, yeah, that would make sense, right? If you want to keep it a secret. And maybe you're looking for a specific venue and one comes available, but you do a really hard negotiation with what that contract is going to look like, how much you're going to pay, and then you're deciding. Now, my guides are giving me the story or the scenario about when and the clock camera just said 1331, which is 4 and 4, fours, right? When we were planning my mother's 60th and we had to figure out who to invite, where we were going to do it, my sisters and I, there were 3 of us, we all had a little bit of a different idea about things and we had to discuss it, right? So this could be similar for you, Aquarius. Would love to know in the comments. All right, until next time, peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.